Hello YouTube, my name is Rudy, welcome to my channel, and this is my review for the movie Joker, directed by Todd Phillips, starring Joaquin Phoenix. Going into this movie, I somehow stayed away from all spoilers. I've only seen the first trailer many months ago, and that was it. I wanted to go in completely fresh-minded. That's the new thing that I'm doing. I'm just gonna see like one trailer, and that's it. I gotta say, I'm glad I did, because I was able to enjoy it a lot more. I knew it was gonna be dark, but I didn't know how dark it was gonna truly be, and I just wasn't prepared, but in a good way. Joaquin Phoenix plays Arthur Fleck, aka Joker, and one thing that he said in an interview was that he lost 15 pounds for this role. It shows. It clearly shows, and it's scary too because there's shots where he's just sitting down, bending over, and you can see like his ribs and all that, and it was just really creepy. There was another scene where the camera's just zoomed in on his face, and you could just see like how out of it he is, and I'm like, oh my god, like, you want some chicken nuggets or something? Like, but I gotta say, I was really impressed. He's one of those actors that's into his craft, and you can tell too, just by his performance alone. I really do hope he gets a nomination for Best Actor. I think he will, hopefully. I know there's a lot of controversy, but we're not gonna get into that for this video. I'm just here to discuss the movie. He has my money for Best Actor. He really does, so I hope he wins. We'll see. I knew going in that it wasn't gonna be this like big action blockbuster comic book movie that we normally see like with Marvel and things like that. I knew it was going to be a lot more grounded and gritty and dark. Again, I didn't know how dark it was going to be, but it was just dark enough, and I feel like it was just the right amount too for a Joker movie. I knew it was just going to be this like psychological thriller type of movie. I was telling a friend as we were walking into the theater, like, we are about to watch a man lose his mind for 2 hours straight, and that's what we got. Because here's the thing about mental illness. No one just snaps out of nowhere, you know? You don't just wake up and snap. And here's the thing, I'm not defending his actions, but it's a process too with mental illness. It's a buildup of things that happen. In the film, it's mentioned that this buildup started before the movie even starts, which I thought was interesting too, because, you know, I thought that maybe at the beginning of the film we see him just going through a really hard time. But no, this happens before the film starts. I think we all go through this very strange, dark time in our lives. You know, life will knock you down. But I believe that we all have the power to get back up and fight back. But unfortunately, life knocked down an innocent man, and a monster rose back up. And we got the Joker. When I first saw pictures of what he looks like in the clown makeup, I thought, I don't really like it. I don't know. It finally grew on me now. It reminds me of the first Joker we got during the Adam West sitcom series. So I felt like that was like a nice little shout out. I don't know if that was intentional, but what I like about this was that it was kind of like a street performer thing going on because he worked on it himself. So I like that he put it together versus being the traditional Joker look that we all know and love. I loved his laugh. I thought his laugh was just perfect. And the fact that it was a condition, again, because he didn't just wake up and wahaha, you know, he didn't have this laugh already. I thought it was good. I thought it was super creepy. Speaking of creepy, I love the soundtrack. It just fit the mood for several scenes, and oh, it just gives you this weird lingering feeling throughout the movie. Even as I walked out of the theater, I just felt weird, and I was like, ugh, like, I don't know, I had the GBs or something like that. Robert De Niro and Zazie Beetz are also in the film. They play fairly small roles, so it's nothing too big, but they're memorable. They're good with what they're given to do. Gotham City, I felt, was done right because growing up reading a few comic books that are, you know, involved in the Batman world, I felt that they brought Gotham City to life in terms of, you know, like the dangerous part of Gotham, you know, whether it was downtown or just the streets where he was out there performing, as we saw in the trailer. I felt they did a really good job with that, just bringing it to life and not just being this like epic city or nothing like that, because that's not what Gotham is known for anyways. So I felt like they did a good job with that. Even with Arkham, when we see it, I thought it was just done right. One thing that I pointed out to a friend was that how come there's no like security cameras here in this section? And my friend was telling me, well, this was a different time back then. You know, they didn't necessarily have cameras in certain facilities, so that's why we don't have them now. And I did my research, and she was right. They didn't have cameras. I felt the acting was well done, the direction, the story, the soundtrack, and even certain things along the way. Throughout the whole movie, it felt like a roller coaster ride, you know? It's just going up and up and up, just going along with the mental illness aspect to it. It was just going up and up until all of a sudden, there's one scene in particular with a children's hospital. I'm not going to spoil anything. This is a no spoilers video, but looking at the screen, I was like, No. So oh man, there were several moments like this, but in this particular scene with the children's hospital, I was like, I cannot believe this is happening. Oh my god, what is going on? And again, I just kept looking at my friend like, can you believe this is happening right now? Oh my god. Again, I personally didn't mind that we didn't have, you know, Batman or like crazy action sequences or like an alien invasion, even though this is Joker. But I was perfectly fine with that because, again, I knew going in we were just going to see a movie about this man losing his mind. And the movie was about 2 hours long. You can't really tell. I thought it was well paced. I liked it. I enjoyed myself. We both enjoyed ourselves. It's rated R for a reason. I was thinking to myself, can we bring kids to see this movie? And I thought to myself, ooh, depending on how old they are, I don't know. I'm not a parent, so I don't really want to say too much, but I feel like obviously little kids cannot. No, it's a definite no for little kids. I mean, your kids, your call. I'm just saying. Do I want to see a sequel? Yes and no. Yes, because I want to see where they go with this character because the acting is just amazing. Like throughout the whole movie, just across the board, it was so good and well done. So, do I want to see something else after this? Yes, but at the same time, no. Just because I feel like they wrapped it up in a way that was just perfectly fine and well done. So I'm just like, okay, if they confirm a sequel, I won't be opposed to it. Joaquin Phoenix said that this is just a one and done project. So he says one thing, but knowing Hollywood, they're like, oh wow, we're making all this money. So why not make a sequel? So Joaquin says one thing, I believe him, but Hollywood says another thing, I believe them. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. If this is just a one and done film, I'll be perfectly fine with that. With that being said, I would have to say go watch this movie. Go watch it. I plan on seeing it soon. Would I buy it on DVD? Yeah, you know, it is kind of hard to get through, obviously, because you see Arthur go through a lot and it's just really hard to watch sometimes just because you're kind of like, oh god, like this is so bad, you know. He's the main character and you want him to do better and to feel better, but sadly this is the Joker. We're not going to get that. There is no happy ending. So again, being a dark film, it is kind of hard to watch at times. So will I buy it on DVD? Maybe someday further down the line. I don't know. Maybe I'll just be really excited by the time it comes out on DVD. Go watch, buy a ticket, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell everybody, okay? Well, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe. Please share this video if you can. Please be the reason why someone smiles today. Or the reason why they drink. I don't know, whichever is easier for you. But with that being said, thank you for joining me. Have a good day and go watch the movie. Bye.